Good morning, everybody. Hope your evening was well. It was our last warm day here for at least a week. So winter has returned to the southern central plains, but without moisture. That high that's over the west, the low that's over Alaska is keeping the warm air pumping in pretty much to the lower 48 west of the Rockies, and occasionally it spills over from the Rockies. Cold weather continues to go east. I'm always taken when I look at the footprint of these real cold blasts that we've had the last couple of years, and it really is where the glaciation was, the glacier age in the United States, some 12 to 14,000 years ago, of the footprint. So I sure hope we're not headed back that way, the cold air, but the east is getting quite a winter this year. No news to drive today's trading. It was really quiet overnight. China's market was up. Really, I could find no comments on why their market was up and everybody else's was down. The economic news continues to be, at least a concern for people looking at earnings per share and sales revenues, and can this keep going? If you took Apple's earnings and out of the stock markets, it would paint quite a different picture for the fourth quarter. So again, we all know why the markets are up, because of central bank intervention. That's going to change. That's the easiest thing to manipulate, but what the world needs is jobs, and what they need is economic growth, and what they need round the globe is the suppression of government rules and regulation and the lowering of tax rates. So the United States has the highest corp tax in the world. The United States taxes corporate earnings twice. That's why they keep them offshore. There's over $2 trillion that could be brought back to the United States in one way, shape, form, or another. The United States, due to our cheap energy costs, with that $2 trillion, could come back and be the world's foundry because of these energy costs. So most of the problems in the world, when you go back and look at them historically, are caused by government policies, all the way from the Mongol hordes from a long time ago to what we have right now. The lowest of the low would be your Saddam Hussein types, and we're on the west. We're becoming less and less governed by people and more governed by rules and regulations. Okay, if I look at the structure right here, you can see this 22 to 25 area is where resistance is. We usually cross one volume node, so if we can break out from 20, my guess is we're going to make it up to the, have a pretty fair shot of getting close to 28. On the buy side, 11 is going to be pretty good support. The only news we have today are crude inventories. They're supposed to be up 3.7 million barrels, and we've got the 10-year auction. So the direction of the ES is going to be our first indicator as from which side to trade, and then the second will be the 10-year auction, and that usually will bring in primary dealer support for the market. So our buy zone is 9 to 13. Obviously, I'd like to get it done closer to 9 than 13, but that's where it is. And then 1 to 5. The sell is 19 to 23. That's where resistance is. That's sell 1. Would like to get it done closer to 24 than 27 to 31 for sell 2. No news to drive today's trading. 10-year auction will be the major dynamic we face, and that will require dealer support at some time today. If the E-mini sells off the opening, this market will trade up early in the session. If the E-mini manages to rally back, it may be 11 Central before we can get a rally. I'd like the long side of the financials better. Number one, the stock market is in a big range. It rallied yesterday, got a pretty good chance to sell today, and the second reason is that the dealer community will have to get involved to support the 10-year auction. Okay, we got volume at 28. Got the low at 25, so 21.25 by 1. And then 13 to 17. I don't see us getting to that second level. In fact, they take a 29 to get in. It just depends on what T-mini does off of its opening. The sell, we got volume up at 14.15. We got a high up here at 11, so 11 to 15, sell 1. Then we have volume all the way up at 28. I think we threw this high right here, 23 to 27 is where we'll put sell 2, maybe a little expansion of the knob spread to take us up. Not a lot going on overnight to help things along. Probably the biggest news is a Greek minister is in Russia talking today. Supposedly the EU Greece decision starts to come out tomorrow, the first day. I really don't see how Greece can cut itself from the financial support of the EU. I mean, their economy is not coming back. It's been really, really hurt. They don't have money to pay their bills. So I doubt Russia is going to take on a long-term liability like that. So far, Russia's getting most of the benefit and hadn't gotten a lot of money, but you don't know. So Greece is playing their bargaining card about as well as it could be played, trying to get more out of the EU. They want is forgiveness of 50% of their debt. Now, that's not going to come tomorrow. What will come, what's on the table is that the EU will come in with financial aid. They will extend the maturities of Greek debt, but they will not write it off yet. Okay, gold. We like the 33 to 35 area, been right below 30, so the overnight session low looks like it's right at 33. We'll make it 30 to 33 for buy one, give us a little room, but again, it may take a 35 to get in and 25, 27. On the sell side, we got volume at 40, so 40, 42, sell one. And then play for this point up here, 45, 47 for sell two. I don't see much of a day here either. Kind of quiet trading today. Okay, the euro, 30 held up pretty good overnight. We're at 16 though. 25 to 35, sell one. 50, sell two. 113, buy one. 1275, buy two. Their big decision comes tomorrow. Don't think anything will get going no matter what happens with Greece. I think it's a sell. Some people are saying that if Greece does leave the EU, that the European the euro currency will go to 90. So and I mean, I don't know where the bottom is on that, but I'm pretty convinced that it's going to go to par. That would certainly hasten it. If Greece stays with them, it's still going to head to par. But tomorrow's the big day for the euro. And they meet today, and they'll be meeting till they get the, whatever Greece says they'll agree to. I think Greece is holding a little bit stronger right now. And what most people forget was that Northern Europe really, really enjoyed and got a lot of money that they lent to Greece, Spain, Italy, and the rest of them economically over the last 10 years or so. And they'd like to keep that going. Okay, looking at crude, we have this low over here basically at 49. So support right now is 49.25, 49.53 for buy one. Have the last rotate down over there at 48.58, so 48.50 to 75 for buy two. Probably a little aggressive on buy one. On the sell side, we're at 89, so 50.25, 50.50, sell one, and then 51 plus minus sell two. The the world is split right now. The IMF says the low is in. Who's going to average 55 bucks a barrel this year? Citicorp and some other big players are saying 20 to 30 bucks before it's all over. My guess is we're probably headed a little lower. Don't know where the bottom is myself. But 40 to 50 is where any major will go out and drill these days. And that's the natural floor. Okay, let's take a look at the F1 screen. One of the tough things to believe, and we talked about it last night, is that when you're in a trading range, everything looks bright when you're at the upper end of the trading range. And everything looks really strong, and it looks like it's going to go through. They usually get stops above that. So stops above 70 is possible right now. So if the 55 holds up, 15 points above 55 would take us to 70. If 50 holds up, we've seen the high right now. But what you can see is market rallies, things look good, then it sells. Things look pretty bad, then it snaps back. Things look pretty good on yesterday's close. Now we're going to sell today. And my guess is we probably will sell today. So I like the short side of the market a little better. The breakout came from 50, so we'd have pretty good support at 50. So I've got off of the screen right here, 45 to 50 is pretty good support, and 65 to 70 is pretty good resistance. You've got to maintain that longer-term perspective if you're going to succeed at this. So can we break or not? The last rotate down yesterday was 53. Prior to that, it was 50. So this 50 to 55 area could hold up pretty good. And I don't know. I'm going to play for lower. 15 points off the high at 65 takes us to 50. So I'm going to put 50, 52 for buy one, and then 45 to 47 for buy two. Because I believe we are in a trading range, top of values right here, so we'll make 63, 65, sell one, and then 69, 71. Let them get stops above here. For sell two. No news to drive today's trading. Crude oil is expected up 3.7 million barrels. That's bearish, but I don't think it'll have. I don't think anybody is expecting anything but crude inventories to build, and people are willing to buy at these prices. Stockpile it with the idea that it's going to come back and do well later on in the year. So that's it for this morning. I will be back as soon as I can. I'm going to get busy getting everything posted. Good trading until then.